And in my honest opinion, if she really feels like something happens to her, she should not settle. Boy, oh boy, it seems like DJ Academics is in a bit of hot water. If y'all don't know what's been going on, as of yesterday, Academics got hit with a lawsuit. And this specifically came from a woman who made accusations against Academics late last year, which I did report on, and it really kind of seemed like it went nowhere. It came off like a bit more of he said, she said. Academics was pretty much saying, I got CCTV footage to prove that I'm innocent. There was no wrongdoing. The police, they didn't say anything. They basically said you good, and she kept on saying, no, you did something. The lawsuit that was obtained by Rolling Stone claims that the victim dated the internet personality, which his real name is Livingston Allen, after meeting him online in 2021. She claims that on July 16th, 2022, Allen contacted her, invited her to his house in Jersey, not suspecting any ill intentions, even though they had allegedly hadn't seen each other for almost a year. When she arrived, she was met by two men identified as John Doe 1 and 2, whom she did not expect to be there. She claims that the two men drugged her drink, plied her with alcohol before assaulting and raping her on Allen's pool deck. She says the drugs impacted her memory and caused her to lose consciousness. According to the suit, she claims she was later woken up at around 4 a.m. July 17th in a bedroom by Allen, who was pulling her hair, prying open her legs, and brutally raping her, she claims. Also accusing Allen of penetrating her anally and vaginally, says she was begging him to stop and crying for most of this assault, but losing her ability to move physically. I'm not gonna lie, so far reading into this, it sounds like a hot mess. The next day, she asked Allen for details about what happened the night before. He allegedly showed her a trash can that contained 2 condom wrappers, suggesting to her that after the alleged pool deck attack, the 2 John Does had taken her into another room in the house and continued to rape her brutally, claiming that Allen showed her surveillance footage of the alleged pool deck attack. According to her, she watched the video. She looked like she was just lying there lifeless, which did not sit right with her. The suit reads, according to text messages later on that same day, Allen told her to get tested and said he would do the same. She said she found the statement odd, and the suit argues that the text was proof that Allen, who had not slept with her for over a year, engaged in unprotected sexual intercourse with her that night. Now, after this, she went to the police. Authorities told her to visit a hospital for a rape kit, which she did, which purportedly led to the discovery of traces of Allen's sperm, she claims. Then she spoke with the authorities in person, and photographs were taken of her bruises on her arm, backside, and legs. She also claimed she sat for a recorded wire call with Allen, during which she claimed he graphically recounted and admitted to having sexual intercourse with her, even going so far as to describe her vagina. This led the cops to obtain a warrant for the surveillance footage and other evidence. She later claims that Allen disposed of several items, bed sheets, at the dumpster near his office. Presumably, Mr. Allen was attempting to destroy the evidence of the rape. Despite taking her allegations to the police, she claims she chose silence per lawsuit and ostensibly decided not to press charges. Her decision to bring the lawsuit comes after the allegations was brought to light at the end of last year, after both she and Allen addressed the incident on social media. According to the suit, it alleges that Allen's claims in the video was not only misleading but false, and saying he was in possession of text messages from her where she stated she did not know what happened to her on that night on July 16th of 2022, and that it was Mr. Allen who informed her of the night's events. She said in an official statement, I'm confident that justice will prevail and the veil will be removed so no other woman will have to endure what I did. Now, her lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, adds litigation is always the last resort. After several unsuccessful attempts to privately resolve this case, she was left no other choice than to file. Mr. Allen's hubris will be his downfall. Now, this is what Academics had to say on his Rumble stream about the lawyer in question, who he claims he's more familiar with.
Again, I can't talk about too much just because I've paid lawyers to handle court. And these people who are coming at me are hoping that I f that up by handling it on social media. The police wants nothing to do with this. They're saying there is no crime. The cops have said, peace. There ain't no crime that we could prove. That's what they've said. We're out of this. Do you know who's the lawyer representing whoever against me? Y'all know the lawyer? Who y'all think that lawyer is? Is it possible that that person who really seen the money grab was really the Diddy stuff, and who was the biggest covering the Diddy stuff? That lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying, if Ack continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy, remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too. Let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm going to tell y'all all this right now. If Ack ever goes down, y'all all go down with me.
I wonder what type of beans he could try to spill if he was to go down. And then one would have to question, did he just find all this information in real time if he was to go down? Or is it a case of he knew about all these things that he would plan to spill and just has just been sitting on it? And if that's the case, it kind of makes you look crazy because you sit on everybody else's secrets until the day comes and you go down. It's kind of wild. Now it's just like he says he's not under any criminal investigation. He says he's fine. He's clear. She's alleging the latter. And in my honest opinion, if she really feels like something happens to her, she should not settle, because the moment she does, it's going to make them claims of what Akademiks said more valid, that this is a money shakedown. This is a money thing and nothing more than that. Now, I do think that if Akademiks does come out of this, he's not found guilty of any wrongdoing in the court of law and not the court of public opinion, then one lesson he can take away from this is don't fuck drunk chicks. At all. Like, if they come to your house sloppy drunk, no. Hell no. And secondly, them two so-called friends of his gotta go. He needs to cut them loose, because anybody that's willing to get you into that type of brouhaha needs to go away. He can take away from that and say, that was too close. Y'all gotta go. Y'all almost got me fucked up. Even though he was involved directly, still. Now, if anything that can come of this, I could imagine some business dealings he has with certain people may dry up, or they may not want to work with Ack, or at least put it on pause until this clears up. All I know is, in this case, somebody's lying, and if we got to get to court to find out who the liar is, that's just going to make this sad. I just hope this doesn't bite Ack in the ass, because if it does, and it turns out that there is some truth to what she's saying, Ack is ruined. His career is over. And even though, granted, he's saying the police department says, I'm good, they don't want nothing to do with it, there has to be a direct quote from the police department corroborating what he's saying. Then he could have the edge there. But if they refuse to cooperate or even be involved in this thing, then people just gonna be looking at his word and his word alone. But yeah, this whole story is wild, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out in court of law. But before I end the video, I would like to make a quick announcement. Y'all may have noticed a few changes to the channel. I just removed the gaming portion out of my name. And anybody who does watch me for gaming content, you can go here where all the gaming content will be at moving forward. But with that being said, y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.